Hello everybody out there in internet land. Michael C. Bryan here, talking to you from New York City, Queens to be exact. So I was thinking about what to talk about today, and I've talked to a couple friends about these videos, and I decided that each and every day, really the only way to look at this life is to chunk it down, as a coach of mine once said to me, in terms of what you can or cannot understand or approach in a given day. Otherwise, it just becomes too much. You just want to lose your mind because there's so much to do. So yesterday I was in therapy, and I'm one of those people that's been in therapy since the age of 8. It's just been my life. I grew up with a crazy family, which I've written quite a bit about, and am thankfully moving past in many ways, but still figuring it out. And my therapist, he's this really cool guy. He's from Brooklyn. He's really tiny. He talks like this, because he's very direct. And he follows very closely a lineage of yoga called Siddha Yoga, Siddha, I believe. And part of their thinking in that lineage is about having a guru, following a guru, and that you receive something that's called Shaktipad, which is essentially awakening from God, or sort of a infusion of awareness or spiritual enlightenment. Buddhism always says that spiritual enlightenment in this lifetime is impossible. We just move towards it. And I kind of agree with that, which goes into what I'm going to say real quick. So I was talking to him about how I feel like I have a blind spot in terms of my life, in terms of enjoying my life. It's like I can't sometimes feel this rush of joy that I always think that life's supposed to have. And I kept saying to him, why don't I feel joy more consistently? Why don't I feel so good all the time? And he looked at me, he's very pragmatic. He's from Brooklyn. So, and God bless him, I've been in New York over half my life, so I'm now a New Yorker, fully. And he said, life's not always supposed to be like a fucking joyride. I mean, yes, it's endless joy, and God is always like blasting this love to you. But if you're always going to think it's always going to be gorgeous all the time, then you're going to set yourself up for disappointment. And we talked more and more, and I've been hanging on pretty tight to this idea that, it's supposed to be an unmitigated, non-stoppable sense of joy and flowing. And all the spiritual teachers say that if you just stop trying so hard and you just allow and receive, that you'll get all that. And what I've come to see is, he and I were talking, that it really is about living with the uncertainty in life, living with the knowing that it's not always like that, that the up is meant to happen so you can appreciate the down, and the down is meant to happen so you can appreciate the up. So the big awareness that I'm coming to, and I promised certain people who love me very much and say less is more, because I write a lot and I talk a lot. So I'm trying to keep this short and sweet, very sweet. Letting go of controlling how things are going to always turn out, trusting they will turn out the way we want them to, and accepting the inherent mystery and the unknowingness of life, I think really can chill us all out a lot more and make us happier. It's like this is why I put this in the shot, take the road less traveled. Most people in this world are not living a life of embracing uncertainty, being okay with it, and being okay when they don't feel good, and being really happy when they feel great. That's really the thing, right? The road less traveled really is an aware, awakened, alive, focused, allowing sort of life. That's really cool. And you can still be a badass while you do it. All right, coming on 4 minutes. Enough is enough. We're all busy. We have things to do. If anybody's seeing this, I hope this gives you some relief. I'm still learning editing on this, so I'm just going to lean forward and try to be really cool. Hi, and hit stop. Oh, hi.